Hello, dear friends. Once again, we meet out here in nature. This time, just by the seashore, under these roses here. And I got an email a little while ago, and somebody asked, "Why do you always talk about nature? Why do you always get us out into nature and talk about what's there?" And I thought, it's an interesting question. You know, there's three answers. One thing, it's just something I love deeply, and have been dealing with it and loving it and exploring it all my life. So that's one thing. The other thing, I'm a homeopath, and in homeopathy we heal with nature. Nature helps us to heal. And whenever I see somebody, the first step is I want to understand this person as deeply as possible in what he or she is dealing with. And then I turn around in nature and say, who out there, which plant, which mineral, which animal has the perfect solution for that problem? And this is the remedy I'm looking for. Nature does not only heal us, nature also teaches. Nature represents a truth that we can learn from. Like the greatest of the German poets, Goethe, once wrote in his letters to a friend, Eckermann. He wrote, "I love the most to have a conversation with nature, because I know the error, the mistake is always on my side, and she is always right." So he expresses exactly how much we can learn from nature. Nature, there's a certain hierarchy also, or maybe it's not the right word, but nature is an expression of the sacred and of the sacred laws. And as long as we are in alignment with these sacred laws, our life and our society, our community, our culture will thrive. And when not, then we run into problems. This is very beautifully expressed in the Tao Te Ching. In the Tao Te Ching, it's a Chinese wisdom scripture. It says, man follows earth, earth follows the universe follows the Tao, and the Tao only follows itself. And the Tao is an expression for God and the sacred or spirit or whatever you want to call it. So this says that the sacred is expressed in the laws of the cosmos, of the universe. These laws are expressed in the laws of Grandmother Earth, and this is where we learn from. And all science teaches about that. Science, if it's good science, then it teaches about understanding. And understanding means I put myself under these sacred laws. Then I understand. When I try to figure out something, when I try to understand this grass here something, then I approach this grass and deal with it as deeply as I can, explore it as deeply as I can, and when I touch the sacred in the grass, then I know I touch the core, and this is understanding. And then understanding means listening to the sacred laws as they are expressed in nature. This is why First Nation people, indigenous people here, they call all the beings of nature, they call them first teachers. Because whatever we know in tradition, in culture, in science, it always comes from the observation of nature and learning from nature, of the outer nature, and mystics especially studied the inner nature also of our inner nature. And then there's a last point that I would like to bring. Somehow we also need the other, somebody else than us. Healing always goes in relationship. Healing needs relationship. We're wounded, we get hurt in relationship, and we heal in relationship. So when I want to heal, I very often cannot do that just on my own. Usually we need somebody that helps us, somebody that reflects us, somebody that can hold the space for us, somebody that receives us, listens to us. So we need each other. If I want to heal as an individual, I need another individual to do so. Now, we are in the midst of a global pandemic, and we have big problems all over the world. So we're, as a human community, as a global community, we need healing. And I think in that way we need nature, because as to understand ourselves as human, as a human culture, as a global culture, we also need Grandmother Earth as the other to heal. So these are a few points that I think this is why I love to take you out into nature. This is why I love to share with you my love and my joy here in nature. And I hope I see you again soon. Thank you for listening.